Hello, and welcome to Work Brain. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone has experienced, but almost nobody understands. Why bad managers destroy your brain. And I mean literally, your brain. This isn't a metaphor. Bad management actually changes how your brain works, and not in a good way. Before we get into the science, let's talk about what I mean by a bad manager. I'm not talking about someone who has a bad day. I'm talking about a pattern. Someone who takes credit, blames others, plays favorites, or creates a culture of fear. Sound familiar? Here's what happens in your brain when you work for a bad manager. Your fear center goes into overdrive. Your prefrontal cortex, which handles complex thinking and decision-making, starts shutting down. You literally become less intelligent at work. Every time your manager sends a passive-aggressive email or calls a quick check-in that's really an interrogation, your body releases cortisol. That's the stress hormone. A little is fine. But chronic cortisol literally shrinks your hippocampus, the part of your brain that handles memory and learning. Let's break down the four most common types of bad managers, because understanding the pattern helps you feel less crazy. First is the bully. This manager uses fear and intimidation to get results. They yell, they threaten, they make you feel small. The psychology here is simple. They're compensating for their own insecurity. But the effect on you? It's traumatic. Literally. Then there's the ghost. This manager is completely absent. No feedback, no guidance, no protection. They're too busy networking upward to care about you. The psychology? They think being hands-off makes them look like a leader. But what you experience is neglect. And neglect causes the same brain damage as abuse. Third is the stealer. This manager takes credit for your work, throws you under the bus, and makes you invisible during promotions. The psychology is pure narcissism. They need to shine at all costs. But what it does to you, it makes you question your own worth. Finally, there's the chaos. This manager changes priorities daily, creates confusion, and thrives on drama. The psychology? Some people mistake chaos for being busy or important, but all it creates is a culture of anxiety. You never know what's coming next, so you're always on edge. Here's the chemical reality. Chronic stress from a bad manager creates a toxic soup of cortisol, adrenaline, and inflammation in your body. It literally eats away at your brain cells. Studies show that prolonged exposure to toxic management is associated with a 30 to 40% increase in anxiety and depression. This isn't just work stress. This is a public health crisis. So why do we stay? There are three psychological reasons. First, the sunk cost fallacy. You've already invested so much time and energy that leaving feels like wasting it all. Second, financial fear, the terror of losing your paycheck. And third, the adaptation trap. You've normalized the abuse so much that you don't even recognize it anymore. But here's the good news. You're not stuck. Your brain is capable of something called neuroplasticity. It can heal and rewire itself. Once you leave a toxic environment, your brain can recover. It takes time, but it's possible. Here's how you start recovering. I call it the 3 R's: recognize, reframe, and rebuild. First, recognize. Name it. Say it out loud. I am in a toxic environment. This is not my fault. You need to validate your own experience because the bad manager will never validate it for you. Journal it. Tell a trusted friend. Get it out of your head and into the world. Second, reframe. Stop asking what's wrong with me and start asking what's wrong with this situation. The bad manager's behavior is a reflection of them, not a reflection of your worth. Reframe the narrative from, "I'm failing" to "this system is broken." Third, rebuild. Build a plan. Update your resume. Connect with your network. Start setting boundaries. Even small steps, like taking a proper lunch break or turning off notifications after hours, start to reclaim your sense of agency and identity. Your brain is not broken. You are not weak. You are a normal person responding to an abnormal situation. And recognizing that is the first step toward reclaiming your mind, your health, and your career. If this video resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. And remember, you deserve to work for someone who sees your humanity, not just your output. See you in the next one.